Fellow Nigerians, this is the movement for revolutionary change. The movement for revolutionary change, otherwise known as the MRC. The MRC is a political movement and is hoping in the future to transform itself into a political party, a registered political party that will provide democratic alternative to the present political shenanigans that destroy Nigerian political landscape. The MRC is seeking fundamental and radical change in Nigeria in order to usher in a great and prosperous Nigeria of our dreams. All hope is not lost. The MRC has come into the saddle to provide hope. Although there is so much distrust in the polity, as we work together under the platform of the MRC, collectively, we are going to drive our dreams, we are going to drive our aspirations, we are going to drive our philosophy, and collectively, we are going to dislodge the class oppressors that have held Nigerian captive over the years. Quickly, I want to brief you on the core values, the ideology, and the core programs of the MRC. 6 core values. Number 1, we believe in the corporate existence of Nigeria as a nation. We believe in unity lies the strength of Nigeria. Therefore, clearly, the MRC is not an ethnic organization. We believe in Nigerian nation. Number 2, we believe Nigerians are the greatest agents of national growth and development. If Nigeria is going to move forward, we need to rely on Nigerians. And we Nigerians, we distinguish ourselves anywhere we go, anywhere in the world. We are talented, we are skillful, we are educated, and we even have indigenous knowledge. So MRC will rely on Nigerians to move Nigeria forward. Number 3, we believe in democracy as the best form of government. Despite its shortcomings, despite its weaknesses, we believe in Nigeria is going to move forward. Democracy is still the best option. Therefore, MRC is a democratic organization, and we want to come to the reins of power in a democratic context. Number 4, we believe in federalism as a tool of political governance. But of course, the federal nature of Nigeria needs to be debated. It needs to be discussed. It needs to be negotiated. It needs to be renegotiated. And under a new negotiation, we hope to see more decentralization of powers from the top to the grassroots. Number 5, the MRC believes in non-violent action as a political strategy for midwifing change. We're a peaceful organization, and we believe that based on our numbers, we hope to organize democratically and massively. The MRC intends to operate as a mass democratic organization, cutting across tribe, ethnic groups, professional associations, age, religion, and political beliefs, although it has its own beliefs. And we believe that through non-violent, peaceful action, we'll be able to achieve our objectives. Number 6, the MRC believes in God. And we believe that the fear of God is very primary and is very sacrosanct. If we are going to rule Nigeria and deliver the dividends of democracy to Nigerians, no matter our ideology, no matter where we are coming from, the fear of God is very important. The MRC is not going to spiritualize over the problems of Nigeria. We are not going to spiritualize over the solutions. We believe God has given everyone the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding to solve human problems. Therefore, we are not going to just raise our hands for God to come and solve our problem for us. We will tackle Nigerian problems and solve it. But in tackling and solving those problems, we are going to do it. We are going to be influenced and guided by the fear of God. And the fear of God is basically loving your neighbor as yourself. These are the 6 core values of the MRC. And I go to the ideology of the MRC. The ideology of the MRC can just be summarized by one word, which is Nigerianism. And this is broken down into 7 components of the Nigerianism ideology of the MRC. Number 1, the people comes first. We believe in grassroots participation in governance. Our programs, our policy, our activities is going to be centered on the people, is going to be driven by the people. So the first core ideology is that every Nigerian comes first. The citizen comes first. The number 2 ideology is transparency, accountability, and openness. Evil thrives under secrecy. Wickedness thrives under secrecy. One of the national problems, perhaps the greatest national problem in Nigeria, is corruption. And for us to eliminate corruption, we need to be committed to transparency, to accountability, and to openness. Therefore, the second component of our Nigerianism ideology is unrestricted transparency. The government must be accountable to the governed. Accountability and openness. Number 3, the destiny of Nigerians lies in the hands of Nigerians, not in the hands of foreigners, not in the hands of other nations, not in the hands of multilateral corporate interests. Therefore, to move Nigeria forward, we are going to look inwards. We believe Nigerians have the greatest power to develop Nigerians. We are not going to rely on foreign powers. We are not going to rely mainly on foreign corporate interests to move Nigeria forward. We will look inwards. We rely on the diverse potentials and talents of Nigeria. We rely on the patriotic zeal and nationalistic fervor of Nigeria to move Nigeria forward. Number 4 component of our Nigerianism ideology is that the welfare of the people and their interests will be actively protected above every other individual, above the interests of every other section, ethnic, religious, or institutional interests. The welfare of the people comes first. The MRC will operate a social welfarist ideology, which basically is the greatest good for the greatest number. The number 5 component of the MRC ideology is that the state will be the driving force for development and not a passive force in development. The MRC believes in the private sector. It believes in the role of the private sector. But the MRC also believes that the private sector has to be regulated. We believe that the state has to drive national development. And that takes me to the number 6 ideology, which is strict regulation and protection of the national economy to safeguard national interests. We welcome national and international investors to help us build our nation, because no country can operate in isolation. But we believe both local and international investors needs to be regulated, and that is where the role of the state comes in, to set standards, to ensure that all the foreign investors operate in line with international standards. And the last component of the MRC Nigerianism ideology is full exploitation and dependence on national resources and assets. We believe Nigeria is going to develop. If Nigeria is going to industrialize, we must look inwards. You must look inwards. You must tap our national resources, our mineral resources, and these are born in all parts of Nigeria. We believe in Nigeria is going to move forward. We must harness our national resources. So these are the 7 components of the Nigerianism ideology of the MRC. Now going to our core programs, 4 core programs. Number 1, recovery of stolen wealth, creation of sovereign fund, and transparent accountability. We cannot move forward without recovering the wealth of the nation that has been pilfered over the years. So the number 1 component of our core programs is to recover both physical and liquid wealth that has been stolen by the shenanigans that have bestrode the governors of Nigeria over the past decades. The number 2 component of our of our core programs is economic recovery through development of small-scale enterprises, through dependence on local resources, and strengthening of the national currency. Basically, for us to move forward, we need to employ small businesses. The informal economy controls more than 80 or perhaps 90% of the Nigerian labor force. So for us to move forward, we must strengthen, we must help, we must support small businesses, the organizers, the barbers, the small eateries, the small restaurant, the bookers, all over the place, the private schools here and there. We must support small businesses in order for us to move forward, and we must industrialize based on our needs. We must look forward. We must look inwards and depend on our local resources to feed the country. We cannot continue to import some of the things we produce in this country. As much as possible, we must feed ourselves with what we are producing. And the number 3 core program of the MRC is massive infrastructural development in all sectors, whether it's road, whether it's telecoms, whether it's housing, whether it's water supply and sanitation. In all sectors of the economy, education, healthcare, the MRC will embark on massive infrastructural development, using the people as the agents of change, not through awarding big contracts, not through any farm projects, doing small, doable projects, driven by the people themselves to solve Nigerian problem. And the number 4 core program of the MRC is reorientation of our national values. You must look inwards. You need to reorientate of our national values, our moral values, our moral values. And this is so wide that we cannot even finish looking at it now. You must believe in Nigeria, the Nigerian dress. You must believe in the Nigerian language. You must believe in the Nigerian menu. You must believe in the Nigerian culture. We must believe in the Nigerian music. And that is what reorientation of our national values means. We have to look at even the content of our education. Does the content of our education address our national problem? We need to re-emphasize integrity. The whole society is presently monetized. Money comes first in all activities now. So the MRC will embark on reorientation of our national values. So these are the 4 core programs of the MRC. For more information on the MRC, you can send a message to me on WhatsApp, and the number to use is +234. +234 is Nigerian national code, national telephone code, plus 234 8035 897435 plus 234 8035 897435. If you want to join the MRC, you can just send a message to that number on WhatsApp. Just send a message, join, to that number, and you'll be added to the MRC, and we can discuss together on how to move Nigeria forward. We also have a Telegram group. If you go to Telegram, search for MRC Niger, MRC Niger, and join. And we are going to have a robust debate on how to move Nigeria forward. My name is Baba Tokpe Babanobi. As we come together to share ideas, the Nigerians of our dream shall surely be realized.